As Meri and I in our relationship often do, she argues one point, I argue the other point, and our paradigm switches. We change our mind.
Kody and Meri's marriage has been a painfully slow deterioration over the last 14 years that they've been on our TV screens. Or has it been? There's been times I've thought each of the OG3 have been Kody's favorite when we hear stories of life before Robyn. It is so painfully obvious now that Kody and Meri have finally decided to stop tormenting each other, that this was a 30+ year long total marriage disaster. With Meri being a chronic flip-flopper and Kody being a habitual gaslighter, this truly was a match made in the depths of relationship purgatory. The kind of relationship you wonder what these people did in a past life to deserve such a miserable fate. And you wonder why on earth two people would want to carry this on into the next life. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Something that has always baffled me about Mormon fundamental polygamy is how the women in particular are taught that there is righteousness in their suffering. I believe I've said this on this channel before, that the God I believe in, I don't think he wants to see his people suffer. I grew up Christian, Lutheran specifically. When I said that I don't think God wants us to suffer unnecessarily, I got some people in my comments saying, whoa there, wait a second, and I would get Bible verses quoted to me. Matthew 5:10 says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Look, I am no biblical scholar or theologian. I didn't go to seminary school or anything like that. I'm just a millennial that grew up going to church every Sunday, and I went to Lutheran school from 1st to 12th grade. I still consider myself Christian. I baptized both my kids in the Lutheran church, but my personal stance on religion is that I'm not going to tell anybody that they are wrong and that my religion is the right religion, because none of us know what's on the other side until we get there. We are all quite literally going on faith. So believe whatever you want to believe as long as it doesn't infringe on someone else's personal autonomy. That's the way I live my life, and that's the way I'm raising my kids. This also could be an entire video topic in and of itself, and I don't want to sidetrack too much. I just want to lay the foundation for where I'm coming from, which is respect all and do no harm. Because I wasn't raised in the AUB or another fundamental sect of Mormonism, I don't know if this verse from Matthew is specifically referenced when justifying the sacred loneliness of polygamy. But the way I understand this verse based off of my upbringing is that suffering is inevitable because we are human. And you may suffer because of your faith, but there is righteousness in that. I always took this verse to mean, hey, life's tough, but take comfort. What I did not understand this verse to mean was that it's therefore okay to go out and purposefully inflict suffering on other people, or seek out suffering for yourself in the name of your religion to achieve greater levels of righteousness. But that's just my understanding. Looking back on the Brown family and everything that has transpired, it just seems like a very misguided train got put in motion towards righteousness. But Kody is the conductor with absolutely no knowledge of operating a locomotive, and he has the wrong directions. And he refuses to stop to ask for help. At some point along the way, the brakes give out on the train, and the train that is a metaphor for the family goes full speed ahead into disaster. So now Kody and the wives are looking at this mess that has become of their marriages and the family, and they're all pointing fingers. Everyone has been mistreated by Kody, and they've never really treated each other very well either. Kody's like, hey, why the heck put me in charge? I didn't ask for any of this. I was just trying to make my dad happy. What a mess. Kody and Meri probably should have never gotten married. They certainly were not a feasible match, and from what Kody and Meri have written about in their book, that was apparent from the very beginning. But Kody, who admits to having a slew of daddy issues, converts to a religion he probably never fully bought into in order to please his dad. He marries an acceptable young lady from his new religion and sets forth on a path to live a life he thinks he is supposed to. Meri has a history of being an infuriating flip-flopper, and Kody is an insufferable gaslighter. This combination has driven viewers bonkers for 18 seasons. Take this first instance where Kody has this brilliant idea for his and Meri's 20th anniversary when he suggests they gift each other in vitro fertilization. And Meri's reaction was not what he expected.
I have an idea. I have a 20-year anniversary present.
What's that?
That maybe we should go ahead and do a
Let's go say it. Are you excited? Are you really cool about that? I felt really, really, really guilty, and I knew I was going to break his heart, but I
was actually floored.
You can totally tell by the way Kody broaches the subject that he thinks Meri is going to absolutely fall over herself by his benevolence. He's willing to implore science, something we know he doesn't know a whole lot about based off of his hormone lecture, to aid Meri in conceiving another child, something she has wanted so badly. I mean, what a guy. But Meri reacts as if he just offered her a shit sandwich. She literally could not think of a worst idea. This sounds terrible. Thanks, she hates it. And this is why Robyn is the Kody whisperer, because Robyn lets Kody think he's the most brilliant man to ever think thoughts. When Kody proposes an idea, she acts as if she can scarce believe she is hearing words strung together in such an academic manner. Then, after Kody's ego is well intended to, she goes about devising how to get what she really wants. Flash forward to season 6. We still have not let this storyline of IVF for Meri go, but now we witness a total role reversal for both Meri and Kody.
So I guess I'm asking you, yes or no. Do you want to have another baby with me, or do you not?
I would do it if nature just did it. If God just,
Right.
it was just happened. No problem.
Well, if you want, I'd be willing to start doing some tests and just see how it would work.
What just happened? Now Meri has come around to the idea of IVF, but Kody is telling her he's only down with the idea of nature taking its course. So bye-bye science. Do you see why viewers have been endlessly frustrated with these two? Kody never showing mercy by letting Meri go, cutting the cord on a marriage he had no desire to be in, and Meri displaying an inability to accept what's right in front of her eyes. It's maddening. And this isn't the only time we see this dynamic on the show. Meri changing her mind and Kody giving absolutely no regard to his wife's feelings. Remember the whole legal divorce paperwork shuffle? Well, at first, Meri wants nothing to do with Kody and Robyn getting legally married.
Well, once the divorce is finalized, then we have to go to the marriage license.
I'm not positive I want to know when you guys do that.
Why not, Meri? We've been doing this entire thing as a team.
I just think you guys should just go do that whenever you're going to do it, and I think I really want to know when you do it.
I don't know. In my opinion, on the one hand, I get it. This has been traumatic for Meri. During this time, she's not eating. She says she's lost 30 pounds in like 6 weeks. And on the day they go to sign the divorce papers, she is suffering from dizzy spells. This is literally taking a physical toll on her. Does Kody give a shit? Not in the slightest. But then some time passes and Meri and Robyn are talking legal wedding plans, and Kody all of a sudden decides Meri has no place being a part of this paperwork shuffle.
Thinking about it, you know, and how we've just kind of gone into this more as a team, I guess.
Do we want to like kind of start figuring out when it's a good time for everybody?
Because it's just a formality. It's something that you and I just go and do. Nobody even knows when it happened. I think we just give no attention to it whatsoever. It's a paperwork process.
Okay, again, I could understand this if Kody was genuine. You didn't want to make a big to-do about things when it's merely a formality, a means to an end in order to adopt Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. But this is a perfect example of a disingenuous Kody gaslighting the heck out of Meri.
It's amazing how many conflicting emotions we're dealing with. For the sake of honoring my love for my other wives, I have to sit here and fly over this and go, this is just a marital contract for the sake of being able to adopt the children.
Kody does give a shit about legally marrying Robyn. This is an occasion he wishes he could honor and celebrate. But because he has the OG3 wrapped like anchors around his legs, he can't give Robin the pomp and circumstance he feels she deserves. He would rather celebrate his legal marriage to Robin than mourn the loss of his legal marriage to Meri. All of this being a paperwork shuffle is totally undercut by Kody's own actions and behaviors. And thus we have this cycle that goes on and on for over 30 years of these two just being unwilling to call it quits for the sake of everyone's brighter future. I firmly believe that nobody would begrudge Kody and Robin their happiness if they didn't lie about what was really going on and their true feelings and intentions. I don't think anybody would have begrudged Robin and Kody their happiness as long as their happiness didn't come at the expense of 18 other people's. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and X at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.